Let me ask you, Mayor, about, I mentioned at the outset of Bill de Blasio, the mayor now, he said that Donald Trump was not up to the standards of New Yorkers, paraphrasing here, that he doesn't represent New Yorkers' values. Now, you heard that, and I know you opposed Donald Trump in this trade, his opposition.
Donald Trump stands for New York a lot more than Bill de Blasio does.
Why do you say that?
Well, first of all, Bill de Blasio is basically a socialist, right? Redistribution of wealth. He calls himself a progressive. There's nothing progressive about the redistribution of wealth. It was invented by Karl Marx. It goes back to Hegelian philosophy. It failed 20 times. He's a retrogressive. He wants to take a failed economic policy, which failed in New York, by the way, until I became mayor, and he wants to reimpose it on the city.
Are you worried about what's happening again in the streets of New York?
Donald Trump is the epitome of American success. A guy who was handed a decent business by his dad, who grew it into an empire. And he did it, and I know Donald for 25 years, and he did it by hard work. A lot of his public relations, and people have different impressions of him.
I think the mayor is saying it's the bravado part, that's not the New York.
That's not New York? Did he ever meet Ed Koch? I mean, this guy comes from Boston.
Yeah.
De Blasio comes from Boston, and he's a socialist. Did he ever meet Ed Koch? His hero, LaGuardia. LaGuardia wasn't boisterous? LaGuardia was out of his mind.
Do you think he's running for president?
I don't know what he's running for, but he doesn't understand New York City, and maybe it is because he's from Boston.
Yeah.
If you don't think that Donald Trump represents New York, then you didn't think Ed Koch represented New York, Fiorello LaGuardia. There's a great cartoon of Fiorello LaGuardia walking into City Hall, and the minute he walks in, City Hall explodes because he was a bigger-than-life character. And New Yorkers love bigger-than-life characters. But
he also read the comics on the radio.
He read the comics on the radio.
It was a kinder, gentler side.
And Ed Koch walked across the Brooklyn Bridge, and I would march in every single parade.
Yeah,
and
you did.
I would go on the bridge when the taxi drivers wanted to take the bridge, so they couldn't take the bridge. I never let anybody take my streets, take my bridges the way de Blasio.
But there were a lot of your critics who wanted to push you off those bridges too, right?
Yeah, they never did, though.
Mayor,
my attitude was,
all right,
come on, try it.
Let's try it.
Let's see who can take who.